One of my favorite video game developers ever since I was Elliott's age is Square Enix. And they have a couple of stores in the Tokyo area, so when we made our trip to Japan, that was definitely high on our list. We wanted to see the Square Enix stores. So,
we did.
We did! We've been there, we've seen that. So there are two locations for Square Enix. There's the Square Enix Garden, which is located in the Shibuya shopping district, and then also the Artnia Square Enix store/cafe, which is located in Shinjuku. The first stop that we went to was in Shibuya, after we went to the Nintendo store, and after we went to the Capcom store, after we went to the Pokemon Center. We ended up finishing our day in Shibuya at the official Square Enix Garden. That place was amazing. At the front entrance, there's a giant chocobo greeting you. Just wanted to punch his cheeks. I just wanted to get in there and punch his cheeks, but there's a sign there that says, please don't pinch the chocobo's cheeks. All sorts of really cool Square Enix items. Being Japan, a lot of that was Dragon Quest, and I'm not the biggest Dragon Quest fan. I like Dragon Quest, but I'm a huge Final Fantasy nerd, so I was on the lookout for anything Final Fantasy related.
It was really cool because when you walked in, there was like a big table of like these little like crocheted chocobo and Red 13. When we went to the back of the store, we turned right, and there's this huge room of just Final Fantasy, and there's these light up swords, there's a whole bunch of figures. He's actually collecting some of the figures, so...
They had the Play Arts line in there, and they had one that is not available yet in the US. They had Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it took every fiber of my being not to snatch that thing up. But there was a lot of really good stuff. They had soundtracks, music boxes, figurines. So that was the Square Enix Garden in Shibuya. Absolutely recommend it. There's so much really great video game shopping to do in Shibuya. The second place that we went to was in Shinjuku, and that is the Artnia Square Enix cafe/shop. This is a very odd establishment. First of all, it's way off the beaten path. Like it is hidden
in the middle of nowhere. Like you go down, you're like going in Google Maps, and you like turn left into this building, then go to this building, and there it is.
It's not located with the bulk of the shopping that you would find in Shinjuku, which is really odd. It was more like in a residential area. We were walking through lots of apartment streets with apartment complexes and things like that, and then you turn the corner, and in this little park area is what looks like a little kidney bean. It's just this round, squat little building.
It looks like a slime. I think that is.
It does look kind of like a concrete slime. And then there's a sign saying that this is a Square Enix shop. It looks really small. And I'm like, well, this is odd. And so you walk in, and it's small on the inside, too.
Well, it looks bigger on the inside than the outside, but it's not huge.
Yeah, it's definitely a more compact experience. And I was expecting there to be like a cafe area and a shopping area, just like the Pokemon Cafe.
Yeah,
and Pokemon
but it's just
Center.
like completely combined, and you have to make a reservation no matter what, because we went there and we're like, oh, I'm so excited to eat here, and they're like, sorry, you can't eat here because you don't have a reservation. We're like, well, we looked it up 3 times and it said you don't need it.
This was one of those places that I kind of dropped the ball because I looked it up and I'm pretty sure that I saw you did not need a reservation. I was not planning on eating at the cafe, but they did have some really cool desserts, including a big ice cream sundae with a chocolate Buster Sword from Cloud in there. And then they also served cocktails with colored ice balls representing materia, which I was going to get myself.
And they also have like kid drinks with like slime at the bottom. It was a slime drink, and like they had like cold like jelly pieces and ice in it. I really wanted to drink that, but
it was a hot day. We were looking forward to some ice cream and refreshments, but the guy said, so sorry, you need a reservation. As we were just talking about, it's a round shop with all the shopping on the outside, and then there's like 3 or 4 small tables just in the middle, and that's the cafe. So it's not a traditional sit-down restaurant at all. It's more like a shop that has a couple tables in it that you can have some noodles if you want, I guess.
When you go into the room behind, that's where this place gets huge because there's a huge waterfall with materia at the materia at the bottom, like rainbow materia. It's so cool. And all around are all the action figures, like the ones he's collecting, more expensive ones, smaller ones, older ones, and he was about to just steal the whole room.
This was the room that almost brought me to tears. It almost made me cry. There's a crystal suspended in a waterfall, and at the base of it, like you said, are all sorts of different class of materia, and then it's like a gallery. You can there's a couple things in there that you could buy, but mostly it's just a gallery showing off all the Play Arts figure sets that they've had over the years. They had all the Final Fantasy VII, all the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. They even had an entire set of Final Fantasy IX Play Arts, which I didn't even know existed, and I really wanted them to sell to me because they looked so amazing, but they didn't have them there, so I don't know if this was a set of figures that's coming out soon, or if it's something that is no longer for sale, because I couldn't find these things anywhere. But this room is beautiful. It's black. It's cool. They've got the music playing. It's just awesome.
It's just so like relaxing.
The sound of the water, super cool. So the Square Enix Artnia, it's interesting. They have a lot less merchandise to buy, and there's not a lot of room to eat. So it's kind of like, it doesn't quite go all the way with either of the things that they're offering. They don't have a lot for you on either side of the coin. So
yeah, and also one thing I've noticed is that, like, if you want figurines, like if you're collecting figurines, like abandon the Artnia or whatever. They had 0 of that. You just have it on display and like, look at how cool I am.
Which makes no sense. Like if they're gonna display it that way,
sell it.
Sell it. You're showing us how great this stuff is. You've got me on the hook. Between the two, the garden and the Artnia was actually quite a disappointment. If it wasn't for the Crystal Room, I would have been really bummed that we made the trip there. The Crystal Room was worth it because it was amazing.
If it was just the Crystal Room and there were actual items, that'd be way better. But in my opinion, the garden is way better.
Garden is way better. Now, let's see what we got from the garden.
Buster Light Up Sword.
Check this out. The Final Fantasy Rebirth Concert Light Buster Sword. It's a little cloud sword replica that lights up.
With 13!
Oh my god, look at this adorable.
This is what I was talking about when the crocheted Red 13. We had to get it.
It's so cute. Just look
and
at it.
his little eyes.
Oh,
or eye.
His one cute eye.
Has like all the marks. Has the fire tail. Has like its weird hair. Chocobo!
Oh, look at that adorable little chocobo.
It's not crocheted, I don't think. I think it's like more knitted, but...
It's kind of got like a waffle knit pattern to it.
Yeah. This guy was right next to him on the shelf. We had to get him.
I love the muted colors. It almost looks like a baby toy.
Adorable.
Oh, look at those ears. Look at those ears. Kate said, such a cute little guy.
And he has a little cape. He has a little cape.
And
his little eyes, and his little whiskers, and his big nose, and his Mickey Mouse gloves.
Glad we made our trip to these 2 Square Enix stores located in Tokyo. If you're making your way to Japan, make sure you stop in and give these things a look. And if you're going to the Artnia, make sure you make a reservation. We'll see you guys on the next video where we're going to be talking all about our trip to the Capcom store. See you later. Bye.
Bye. This is my favorite.